Few weeks ago, a 3 years old girl was murdered in a place called Okpila, Edo State. Now, for some of you that does not know where Okpila is a town in Edo State. And please, if you are new to my channel, kindly hit the like button and hit the subscribe button to join the family for quick updates. Let's get right into the video.
Patient make a call say princess dem don cut im neck, make I call check. So I call dey come. Now she say the folder for back, carry her dey go station.
A gruesome murder has shaken the community of Okpila in Edo State, Nigeria, after a 3-year-old girl was found brutally killed inside her aunt's one-room apartment in Ufokola Okogbe Okpila, Esako East local government area. According to eyewitnesses, the little girl's aunt had left the apartment to attend a burial activities, leaving the child alone. It was during her absence that the heinous crime is believed to have been committed. The Okpila team received a distress call about the incident and swiftly responded, apprehending suspects who have been handed over to the police for further investigation. Speaking to Okpila TV correspondent, the victim's aunt, Patience, narrates her last moment with a 3-year-old girl.
That's how they come back from my mother's sister side. I wan come carry clothes where I wan wear. Now she said the pikin dey follow Papa Friday wey dey this house. Now I enter house, I ask the man touch, abeg give me touch, make I take carry clothes where I wan wear.
Who be the man? Who be the man?
Papa Friday.
Okay, who he be?
The woman wife.
The woman husband. Okay.
Now I come collect her touch, carry clothes where I wan wear. Now she say the pikin dey follow her go this side. As I come carry the clothes finish, I come give her the touch. Now the girl come carry the touch. I come tell her say I dey go. I no see anybody for here. Now 2 of them with mama favor. I just see for here. The woman dey sleep. I just carry the cloth. Now I start to dey go. I only the pikin just dey follow her, dey waka, and only the man just dey here. Nobody, any boys no dey here. Nobody dey here. Now only 2 people now I see for here. As I come, now I come carry cloth to her. Now I go where I dey. As I come back sleep, now they come wake me say, patient make I call say princess dem don cut im neck, make I call check. As I call dey come, now she say the folder for back, carry her dey go station.
Residents who have arrived at the scene describe the sight as disturbing and horrific, with the little girl's remains found in a state that has left many in shock. The remains of the 3-year-old victim have been evacuated and taken to the Okpila Police Division, where an investigation is on the way to unravel the circumstances surrounding a brutal murder. Security personnel are working tirelessly to identify those responsible for the crime, and authorities are urging the public to remain calm and detectives intensify efforts to track down the perpetrators.
We're here at the Divisional Police Headquarters in Okpila, where the lifeless body of Princess, who was murdered just yesterday, has been taken to. And according to what we heard from the lady who explained to us, who she said she is the auntie of Princess, she said that this incident happened around the hours of 10 o'clock. And right now, according to the information we got from the police station, both Papa Friday and the wife, who are the guardians of this particular girl called Princess, have been taken into custody by the police to ascertain what really transpired at the compound yesterday. So we'll be giving you development as the situation unfolds.
Now, first and foremost, I didn't want to do this video in the sense that there is no concrete evidence that caused the death of this young girl. Now, imagine a 3-year-old baby being gruesomely, murdered in her house in the absence of her auntie. Now, on my own, I tried to analyze this case by saying that first and foremost, the auntie was not at home when this baby was killed, right? And secondly, from what the auntie said, she said that she left her at home. And then on coming back, she discovered that the girl has been killed and her body was left inside. Now, personally, I think there are 2 sides to this case. And the first side is, it is either that the killer is very close to the family. Now, in the sense that the person has been monitoring them, the person has been looking for a way to have, the auntie maybe distracted and then have time alone with the baby. so that he or she can do this evil act. Now, the second side of this coin is it is possible that this case involve a pedophile, a rapist. Very possible. It is possible that the person is very close to them, in the sense that the person did not just kill the girl, but rather he committed some heinous acts before killing this girl. But the most important thing is justice must be served, and this killer must be found, and he must be made to face the law. That is the most important thing. And recently, for the past few months, there has been a lot of cultist activities in Edo State, most especially in the outskirts of Benin City. And if you go through my videos, you're going to notice that I have posted some cases that involve the apprehension of cultism in Edo State. And not too long ago, about 20 cultists were also apprehended in Benin City in Edo State.
The Edo State Special Security Squad against cultism and kidnapping was constituted in response to renewed cult killings, kidnappings, and other crimes linked to illicit drug consumption in the state. Governor Bero's directive to intensify security efforts is yielding positive results, with the task force making significant arrests and seizures across the Benin metropolis. Members of the task force commended the governor for the initiative, assuring that the squad will continue to work tirelessly to rid the state of crime and ensure citizens' safety.
We have seen the spate of killing in Edo State, and he took it upon himself to announce to the world, to announce to Edolites, to announce to everyone that the killing should stop. I think this is coming to stay, and we'll particularly make sure it stands.
It's not all about cultism. We're also looking for drug addicts and drug peddlers. We're also looking for kidnappers, and they are all interrelated. So we have to clean the streets of all social vices.
He has mandated everybody, not just this team alone, but the general public. So if you see something, please say something.
The task force is a multi-agency team comprising personnel from the Nigerian Army, Police, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, and other sister security agencies.
A few months ago, we've seen, a lot of killings due to cultist activities that is going on in Edo State, most especially in Benin City. But since the inception of Governor Monday Okpebholo, we've seen that there has been a drastic change in this cultism issue in Edo State, most especially in Benin City. Now, the Edo State Security Operative has actually been doing their best to eradicate cultism from Edo State. But in spite of that, we've also seen a lot of crime still going on in Edo State. And one of them was the murder of that 3-year-old. And now the killers, they are yet to be apprehended. And we know that few days ago, the governor of Edo State unveiled some construction equipment that he thinks to use in the development of the state. Now, in as much as all these are important in the development of the state, I think the most important thing right now is security. Now, developing a state that is insecure is like pouring, water inside a basket. Of course, we already know what is going to happen to that water because it's going to be a waste. In as much as the governor is taking a proactive step to develop Edo State, which of course I applaud him for, he should also take that proactive step to maintain security in Edo State. So guys, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. I'll see you guys in my next video.